Why not now? This is a good time. As the 20th century starts to wind down, a few more years as we get ready for century 21, what a good time to set your goals, work on yourself, work on your skills. What a good time to get it together. What a good time to start this process. Personal development, growing, changing, developing, having a good plan for your money and for your life and for your future. Why not now?
What's now? No opportunities wasted. Listen to me carefully, guys. Listen to me very carefully. You got to hear what I'm saying. This is important. There are 86,400 seconds in a day, and if you maximize each and every one of them, you will live like you want to live, you will have what you want to have, and you'll be what you want to be.
You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. If you just remain how you are, you'll always have what you've got. But if you're willing to make changes, the next 5 years of your life can be totally different than the last 5. If you don't change, chances are excellent the next 5 will be like the last 5. For things to change, you've got to change. For things to get better, it's not what happens that determines your future, it's what you do about what happens. Direction determines destination. All you got to do is make a little change in direction to arrive at a brand new destination in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years.
You either have to change your life. That is, you kind of say, you know what, my body isn't there, I'm gonna go work out. My relationship isn't there, I'm gonna change it. You know, I'm not making what I gotta make, I'm gonna retool, I'm gonna get a new skill, I'm gonna go back to school, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna do something. You have to do something to change your life. Or, in order for you to be happy, if you can't change your life, you're gonna have to change your blueprint. Usually in life, it requires a little bit of each. Does that make sense? And if you change your life and change your blueprint, you can have an extraordinary life. Because all of us are gonna have times in our life when what we want or think life should be like isn't gonna match how life really is. Those moments, if we blame, our life goes into pain. If we change, we can change our life and match our blueprint. The fact that you're not happy has nothing to do with what you have or don't have. The fact that you're not happy is that your life doesn't match the way you think it should be. And you have some idea of how you think it should be.
Listen to me. There are those of you who what you're doing is if there are 10 opportunities in a day and you're taking advantage of 7 of them, you think you're doing something. Yep, you gotta hear me, you gotta hear me. You only have 24 hours in a day, and you've heard me say this time and time again. The way you spend your 24 hours, it determines how you live.
If you want the future to change for you, you've got to change. If you don't change, the next 6 years of your life is gonna be just like the last 6. You'll still be behind on your bills. You'll still be behind on your promises.
No opportunity wasted. Again, no opportunity wasted.
If one of us can do it, hey, we all can do it. And now here's my last question. Why not now?
Happiness is your default state. However, you've forgotten that. And it's not about seeking more, it's about realizing that. It's not about adding, it's about getting there. It's like the way there, the way you grow is by realizing you're already there and getting rid of everything telling you you're not there. That's the journey. If you get that and you let go of trying to feel happy, because you don't want to feel happy, you want to be happy. Not the emotion, but the state. The emotion. You do not want that emotion, because as I said, that emotion is not true happiness. That emotion is dependent on something, and it's linked to feeling happy, feeling not happy. What makes you feel happy eventually will turn into unhappiness. You don't want to feel happy. You want to let go of that makes you feel happy, because that's the you're attached to. You want to let go of anything you want. You want to let go of anything you don't want. Let go of all the emotions, let go of all the thoughts, reach the state. And again, you can't put this state into words, but that's what we're looking for. Because you've all had the emotion of feeling happy. It clearly is not what you're after. if you're someone who thinks you don't deserve happiness, which is again, your default's unhappy, it doesn't matter what you do, your subconscious is going to keep taking over, you're unhappy. Just making that firm commitment, like enough's enough. Because we're so hooked on doing, like our mind's like repetitive as most of the thoughts you're thinking today are the same thoughts you thought yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before. We're living our life on fucking repeat, literally. And the more we do it, the more we're hooked on it, and the stronger that those habits become. By knowing deep down inside that we're already up here, the journey is getting rid of everything that's in the way from you realizing you're up here. So there is a journey, and who knows how fucking long it takes. It may just take forever. It's kind of like the same thing as going from up here to down here. It's like it never ends. But although it may never end, you still know, especially once you experience it, that you're already up here. So although you're working on getting rid of the shit, it's not coming from scarcity. So it is possible to improve yourself without improving yourself. It's possible to improve yourself coming from a place of already being improved. Due to, this is an interesting one, the dual nature of this world, anything, it's depending on anything, that thing is not permanent, and it's going to change, and it's going to disappoint you, and you will not be happy. So it's all temporary, it's all this relief from pain, and as long as you don't get to the cause, nothing will happen. You'll just be reinforcing that assumption. Because that's a big one too. It's like the more you think hustling will make you happy, the more you think self-improvement will make you happy, the more you're reinforcing that your default's unhappiness. We're trying to seek the infinite with the finite. We're in this world of like limited things, and we're seeking the unlimited. It doesn't matter how much limited things you get, you're never going to get the unlimited. It's like trying to count till infinity. Can you count till infinity? Yes or no? No, there'll always be another fucking number. It doesn't matter how many, like how high you get, you're never going to reach infinity. And that's what we're all seeking. It's like we're seeking like infinity. We're seeking that state of happiness in the finite. And it doesn't matter how much we get. It's like more, we're done. You know, and until we find this too, as I said, everything will be compulsive. And that's what's kind of crazy. It's like, you know, you need more. You're literally like a fucking drug addict chasing more. You're a workaholic, you chase more game, you chase hotter girls. It's like you live a life of just being compulsive. You can't actually kind of relax because your foundation is, I'm unhappy. But when I let go, I realized like it wasn't unhappiness, it was happiness. And that's why I was like, holy shit. You know, it's like we're literally all hanging on to the side of a cliff, and you know, someone's below's like, let go, I'll catch you. You're like, no, if I let go, I'll die. And then you actually do let go, but it requires so much to just let go. Because again, you've been hanging on your entire fucking life. Everything you've been doing has been reinforcing it, assumption upon assumption upon assumption, belief. It's like, hang on or I will die. And you think that the journey is just to keep hanging on. It's like, let go. Easier said than done. It's easy to do, I mean, but hard to do. And that's what it took for me to like actually let go. And the lesson was like, there was that little glimpse of like, holy shit. Instead of like nothingness, instead of unhappiness, was happiness. And that's like, the default is happiness. That's what like that for me. And again, my whole goal was how to let go of all this shit. You know, it's letting go of literally everything, like everything you're attached to, letting go of all of your emotions. And that's big. Remember, your emotions are not you. Okay? Happiness, feeling happy is the emotion. We're looking for the state. Letting go of all your thoughts, literally dropping everything.